I enjoy playing Gambit, and some of the most thrilling moments come from when you're well behind the opposition and manage to pull a win from what seemed to be a loss. See here, we're down by a bit in Gambit Prime. In the next damage phase, the other team should win. And I see this and I think to myself, I must evade. For some reason I'm using a linear fusion rifle, which I regret as soon as I miss this shot. Thankfully make that shot. And then shoot the shins on that guy. But the thing about invading is, you've got to do it if you're behind. You can't just hope to out-damage the opposition. You've got to go in there. None of your teammates are doing it. You've got to take it on the chin yourself and go in there and do it. You can see the invader at the top of my screen. For some reason I take no notice of him. Thank goodness a teammate paying attention. And we didn't quite make it, but the last little damage from Malfeasance takes him out. Moving along now to just plain old regular Gambit. I am solo queued here, and this is back in the time when you had a full deciding round as opposed to the tie-breaking boss battle which we have now. Invading with the machine gun. They use their super, final third of the boss. Alright. And killing them all, wasting their super pretty much. It's a good feeling. Come back and my team's done a lot of damage to the boss. I have those boots that make the super last longer as long as you're doing damage. I forget what they're called. But yeah. Another win snatched from the jaws of defeat. Same again. The final Gambit round, full round, and we are yet to call on our boss. Panic ult. No dice on the final kill. Just give it a go. There you go. You never know your luck until you try. Although they still have a long battle, and I was happy at the time because this is solo queuing is not a lot of fun, and when you can do well, you can see I'm very frustrated at playing hard and being behind, and teammates dying with emotes can just really annoy you, you know. But as you can see in the feed down the bottom, as we call on our Primeval, a teammate had gone in there and done a bit of damage to their team, so now we just rocket ahead of them. They may have wasted their heavy. And our team has an abundance of heavy, as you can see, rockets. Linear fusion rifles. Yeah. And we come back. And finally, you can see there I died and lost 15 motes. And this is Gambit Prime, and they've called on their boss. We are well behind, and I am super pissed off, not just because I lost 15 motes, but because we're playing with only 3 people, and we have a guy on our team who is AFK but has like rubber bands around their controller or so that it inputs, so he just stays in the playlist and ruins games for everybody, and no matter how many times you report them, nothing ever happens. You just have to hope that if you want to play, you can get out of sync with their playing and you're not put on their team. But I was put on this guy's team a whole bunch during this night, and it was very frustrating. So they've had at least one damage phase, or in the middle of their first damage phase now. And we still have not called on ours. You can see down the back by spawn is where that guy is not playing for us. Got a bit lost there. So the only thing you can do when you're behind is we have one of those guys on our team. When I say on our team, I'm still these are all solo queue clips. But you know, there are some people who go into Gambit just to play Invader, and we had one of those guys on our team. And so it's basically me and one guy 2-manning. And the only thing you can do is just try kill and collect as fast as you can. And we have our invader. He's gone back in again. Once you summon the boss, the other way in which you can catch up besides invading is to kill your envoys as quickly as possible and cycle through your damage phases as quickly as possible. You can see here I use a rocket launcher with clusters to take out the final envoy. And then, honestly, don't waste too much of your ammo on the first Primeval Slayer phase. Because you're just not doing that much damage. You can pump a lot. And I think the max you can take out is like a third or a bit over a third. Unless you're one of those teams who knows how to fucking melt the boss. So quickly kill these envoys to catch up, because the more phases you do, the higher the bonuses when you stand in the blessing well. At this phase here, you can see it's Primeval Slayer ×2. Teammate has Well of Radiance. He pops it so I don't have to reload. Spam all my heavy. I saw the invader, but I didn't see the invader. And I die. And then see where he is and see where the next envoys are and decide to just ignore him and try to take him out as quick as possible. Get that damage bonus with each set of envoys you kill. You're able to do more damage because of that damage bonus. I thought the grenade would kill that little guy, which is why I shot at the wizard instead of him. I also have the Reaper +3 gear set on, which is why I get a grenade every time I kill one of those wizards. So I got my grenade back again. Cast it. My well has the Arc Soul and the teammates well has the reloading boots, so we both cast so well and we get the best of both worlds. Not having to reload and an arc soul on top of that. And my teammate's happy. Gambit can be a lot of fun, but trying to reach the top for a reset can really get kind of grindy. And when you have people on your team who aren't even playing, it can really get you down. Sometimes you pull off the impossible. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.